Hi everyone, and welcome to this year's virtual back to school night. My name is Julianne Nuara, and I am one of the two physical education teachers during this class. Joining me in a few moments will be the other phys ed teacher in class, Mr. Parnafiello. The health teacher during this block is Mr. Randazzo. Before I talk about physical education expectations, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am in my 12th year of teaching at Rutherford High School, and believe it or not, even with all the changes and challenges of this new school year, coming to school is a lot less chaotic for me than being home. I have a 2 and a 3-year-old, both boys, and 2 dogs, one being a puppy. Enough said. Enough about me, let's talk about physical education and how this year is different from previous years. One of the major changes is that students are no longer permitted to use the locker rooms to change for phys ed. So they must come prepared with sneakers and non-restrictive clothing. We're being pretty flexible, but we also have to keep safety in mind. Another change that we made for this school year is how students will be graded. Since there are no benchmarks this year, their grade will be based on 80% performance and 20% knowledge. Some of your questions may entail what is expected of them in these 2 categories. For students who are part of the Bulldog and Blue cohorts, their performance grade will be based on a combination of in-class activities as well as fitness log that they are keeping on the days that they are home but in PE class. This log is based on an 8-day cycle and includes various activities that change each day, as well as them recording their resting heart rate, so prior to the activities, and their active heart rate, which they record once they're done with all the activities. We are going to do our best to correlate the at-home activities with what we're doing in class. The fully remote students, they should be completing these logs each day that they would be in class. The students who are in the cohorts are not required to do the log on the days that they are in school. The other 20% of what your children will be graded on is knowledge. Knowledge encompasses a variety of assessments such as quizzes on game rules, safety policies, and possible projects or assignments that are associated with the activity that we are doing in class. Now I'm going to let Mr. Parnafiello take over and discuss the activities that we are doing in class.
Good evening, everyone. My name is James Parnafiello. I'm a physical education and health teacher here at Rutherford High School. I also am a coach here at Rutherford High School where I coach the boys basketball team, I coach baseball, and I also coach girls tennis. Ms. Nuara spoke a bit about assignments and grading, and now I will speak a little bit more about the activities and the procedures that we follow when we are in class for your son or daughter. Each day we begin class with a warm-up routine. Our warm-up routines usually are something to do with one of the 5 components of fitness. Our first focus so far this year has been cardiovascular endurance. Therefore, our warm-up activities and our knowledge assignments should go hand in hand, as well as the at-home log assignments with cardiovascular endurance. As we move throughout the year, we will try to hit on some other components of fitness, such as muscular strength, muscular endurance, and flexibility. After warm-ups are completed each day, keeping in mind that warm-ups are equally as important as the activities that we're performing now that our class periods have changed from 58 minutes down to 40 minutes, we move into our activity portion of the class. We have definitely moved away from team sports and contact sports, and we have been doing a good job so far, and we need to continue to do a good job of anytime we use equipment, making sure that we sanitize all that equipment properly so that if a class in the future is going to use that equipment, it is properly sterilized at the end of each class. So far this year, we have done power walking and we have began badminton. Sometimes we will break up into two groups and sometimes we will stay as one group. So whether or not your son or daughter is a junior or a senior, at some point, Miss Nawara will be their teacher some days and I will be their teacher some days as well. We always come together at the end of each block cycle and make sure that we are on the same page for everyone's grade. When we power walk, we generally walk around town. Students have their masks on and we walk at a brisk pace to make sure that we are getting cardiovascular benefits from our exercise. We have set up badminton courts outside since we are doing all of our activities and gameplay outdoors for now. We hope to move into other games that may be new to Rutherford High School since we've had to change, such as some backyard or lawn games like cornhole, can jam, and ladder ball. These are games that are not very strenuous and all of our students can enjoy. Another new game that we hope to get into in the coming weeks is foot golf. We will go over some skills involved in soccer, how to dribble the ball, how to kick the ball, how to shoot the ball, and depending on the length of each hole, this sport is a combination of soccer and golf. The 9th and 10th graders have already began this activity and many of them seem to like it. If you ever have any questions to do with grading or the activities we're playing or anything at all, please feel free to contact myself or Ms. Nawara via email. And remember that all of our assignments and any instructions that we will be giving throughout the year will always be posted on Google Classroom. Have a great rest of your night.